I am here with my dear friend Buzz the Bee from Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You are going to want to keep a close eye on the weather today, am I right? And let me tell you, it's time now for your local weather report, brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Let's buzz on over to the Main Street Media TV Weather Center.
Today in Nashville, mostly sunny with a high near 83. Southwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles.
Thank you for that update. Tune in each day on Mornings on Main Street for an up-to-date weather report brought to you by Busy Bee Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. All of their contact information is below. Have a great day.
Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning. Hi, kids. Hot tea.
Welcome to Mornings on Main Street. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. April is a special month. It is a month celebrated for the month of the military child.
We celebrate more than 1.5 million children of active duty, National Guard, and Reserve parents.
Wind is going to blow you, the military is going to take you wherever, and you're going to bloom where you plant, right? You're going to grow, and you're going to learn your community, and you're going to find new cool resources like the library and the museums and all those really fun things in the new town. So, you know, as the USO, we want to encourage you to guys get out and learn your communities.
Opportunity to be a partner or to share your art, to come and celebrate the month of military child.
USO Fort Campbell teamed up with the Clarksville Montgomery County Public Library to showcase the artwork of military boys and girls. The theme this year is being a military kid means going on big adventures, making new friends, and having a family that stays strong no matter where you go. You can check out the artwork of these budding artists by visiting the library. Saturday's recognition of military children is one of many ways these kiddos are being celebrated by the USO this month. Coming up, hear about the work done in this room and how outreach efforts are changing lives for foster families and their fosters. I'll tell you, they are being embraced big time in Giles County. But first, let's get a check of our headlines. TriStar Hendersonville is eagerly awaiting the construction of a new emergency room in White House. The $18.6 million emergency room will offer patients convenient access to a host of state-of-the-art acute care services. The facility will include 11 treatment and examination rooms, a trauma room, a full-service imaging department, and nursing station. The completion date is planned for early 2026. You're seeing a picture of the new fallen soldier wooden sculpture placed outside the Storytellers Museum in Bon Aqua. Measuring about 20 feet long, the wooden memorial was painted in military camouflage green and black. The uniquely shaped tree was discovered by Brian Oxley 6 months ago on a walk in the woods. Centerville's American Legion Post 36 hosted a formal dedication ceremony for this sculpture earlier this month. The Dixon Moose Lodge number 2035 is proud to present a $1,000 donation to the Dixon area robotics team. This happened recently. The DART program is a student-led group. Generous donations like this one will help this organization thrive as the group represents some of Dixon County's best and brightest students. Learn more about these stories and others from our Middle Tennessee communities by visiting mainstreetmediatn.com.
So Busy Bee is a very close-knit family. We fight just like every family does. We have arguments, but we always come out with a solution to the problems. We don't just fight about what we want, we fight about what customers need. We want to make sure that every customer we go to is more than satisfied. And that doesn't just start whenever we show up at their door, that starts when we show up every day at work. We want to make sure that we are serving our customers to the best of our ability.
At Delta Dental of Tennessee, we know our success begins and ends with providing superior quality service, and that includes serving those who need it most. This year, we're celebrating 25 years of giving back to the community we call home. Delta Dental, along with our Smile 180 Foundation, supports Tennessee's dental colleges and oral health education, children's hospitals, free and reduced cost dental clinics, and other like-minded charities. Here's to the next 25 plus years of ensuring healthy smiles.
You're seeing the signs too, right?
What signs?
Check out this one room. You see a number of bins with clothes, socks. You see diapers that may be needed, backpacks for kids who are in a position to where they need it. This is all part of Wrap Closet here in Giles County. It is incredible what they do. To tell us more about it so we can learn more, maybe how we can help, we have Andrew Maddox. First off, thanks so much.
Yeah, of course. Glad to be here.
How special is this to you?
It's pretty special. I think personally for me, it was a prayer that I had on my own to be more invested in our community personally. And then this became a reality because God made it vision. What we've been able to do so far, is untold, and we're honored to be able to do it.
Before we jump into all that you do, you're part of CB Outreach. You're one of the outreach programs through CB Outreach here in Pulaski. It takes a village to make a lot of things work.
Yeah.
How is that partnership, between you and then we talked to Tony not that long ago.
Yeah. I'm on the board with CB actually, so it kind of works out. I wasn't initially, just over time, the investment I have in CB kind of led to me being in that role, but it's a partnership I think that we get because this is about people. The whole thing is about people. And this is just another ministry of CB that does just that and invest in people for the cause of Christ. And so it's a joy to be able to do this.
When it comes to people, one of the most vulnerable ages would be our youth, from babies, kids, youngsters, to teens.
Sure.
They are the most vulnerable. They can't help sometimes the situations that they are in. How does this work for them?
Yeah, so the closet itself, they get something every time they come. We try to shoot for quarterly. A foster family or parent can come in with that child, and they get all the essentials from socks to underwear to 5 outfits. That's tops, bottoms. If they need jackets, if they need things beyond that, like a dresser, or they come to their home and they don't have a bed, we can help find a bed. If we don't have it, we partner with others who can help provide those things to us. So pretty much anything they need, we can probably get it. And if we don't have it, we can find a way to get it for them.
For what we see here, where does this come from? I mean, all nice. Dresses, nice outfits. You can tell. New or gently used?
Sure.
Where do you get your donations?
Majority of what's in here is about 90% new.
Okay.
Reason being is because we had a child that came in, one of the first children that came through the door. He picked up something and he got to have it, and he made the statement, well, this is not for me, it has a tag on it. And it broke my heart like yours, right? That why can't we provide something with a tag? Why can't that be priority? So we've made it a priority to try to only take brand new stuff. Donations and that kind of thing. But our community has supported us financially. They have given needs when we've asked for them. There's not been a need that we have asked for that hasn't probably been met within an hour. Like if it's a big need, the same thing. I can go back to a story of a lady that went through the system, she lost her children, she went through the system and got her children back. She has a job, she's working second shift, a little bit of third shift sometimes, but she had nothing. She got a trailer. She had nothing to put kids in there with, no beds, no anything. And so she had called us through her caseworker, and we put out a plea real quick to our folks to say, hey, here's what we need. We need to supply this house, top to bottom. And within an hour and a half, we had every single piece we needed to supply this need, to fill her cabinets with food, to give her money in her pocket, to take care of a birthday for a 16-year-old that was coming up the very next week. So those kind of things are what happen when people come together and work this way.
It's stories like that that really gives, I hope, does for myself, I hope it does for you, hope for humanity. Yeah. I know sometimes, we see just not the best things, but stories like that really just revives that hope.
Sure.
Wrap Closet, it is a very private time when foster families or foster kids come in. They schedule appointments, is that correct?
Right. So usually they'll reach out to us via their caseworker, and then we'll schedule a time on Thursday evenings. Reason we do Thursday evenings is because CB also serves a meal, that free meal, and so we want to offer that to them as well. And a lot of these families, the reality is that people think, well, these people who take children as foster care, they have the financial means to do this, but that's not the case. A lot of these families are just like everyone else. They're working hard, but they're missing in some areas the things they need, and so we're able to supply that through a meal on Thursday night, and then also come here and get those needs met. And it's the tears that you get to see and be a part of are just the underlining of what we get to do, and see God at work. So,
Andrew, share a little bit more about what you see from kids that come in.
Yeah, the kids that come through the doors, a lot of them are beyond broken. They come from cases that there's abuse, there's that could be physical, that could be mental, that could be an alcoholic parent, whatever, and they're snatched from their home, in the middle of the night. A lot of these kids, and it's not by choice of their own, right? Like they didn't make that decision for their parents to be who they were. But in God's grace, there's somebody that has opened their home, and the caseworker could find a place for them to go and be a part of someone's life for a little bit, maybe long-term, maybe short-term. But then we get to come alongside those families. And that's the beauty of what we do, is that we don't get to keep this for ourselves. We get to love on people in the process who need the help. And honestly, a lot of them wouldn't ask for it. Because I think all of us are that way, right? We don't want to reach out in a time of need, but people need it. And so we get to just come alongside of them. They'll walk in here, they get to see what they can get, and then we also get to pray with them and just love on them. And then that continues in a relationship down the road. We're not just meeting the practical need now, but something may come up down the road where they'll give us a call and say, hey, I hate to ask, but here's where I'm at, this is what I'm dealing with. And we have several stories of families long-term now that we've got to walk with, that we've been invested in more ways, like just to take their kids to an appointment or pick their kids up from school, and to have that one-on-one conversation and time with them has been a blessing to be a part of. So,
from that, this is where these backpacks come into play, is when one of those children, when they're taken from the home, they need what they need. Tell me about the backpack.
Yeah, the backpacks are a huge blessing. So the backpack comes from a partner of ours, TAC. It's Tennessee Alliance for Kids. Every backpack is equipped with $140 in value from the initial needs that a kid would need if they left their home in the middle of the night. There's socks, underwear, toiletry items, a little plushable, something in there for them to love on, a coloring book maybe, and I'll go by age, from babies all the way up. I think that's a 7 to 12-year-old right there. But so it's a neat thing that we would give them immediately as they come through the door to meet that need right away. Because sometimes they don't come and say, we want all of this. They need a minute to think, so they can take that with them and go. And then when these kids leave their homes, they're given a black trash bag, and it's filled with whatever they can get if they have time. So when they come to us, we want to leave with something better than a trash bag. Yeah.
This is fantastic. Okay, Wrap Closet, it is located here in Pulaski, which happens to be in Giles County. Are there other organizations similar to Wrap Closet in other counties in our state?
There are. There's for us, we're the only one in Giles County doing what we're doing here. The next closest one to us is over in Lawrenceburg.
Got it.
Not probably the scale that we are, but they have also a transitional home as well, so they do dual work there. But then there's some that are about 45 minutes or 50 minutes north of us that we're aware of.
For those who want to help out or maybe make a donation, make some sort of contribution, do they just need to reach out maybe to that organizer, or if they're here in this area, reach out to you?
Yeah, so you can find us a lot of ways. You can go to our website, cboutreach.org, or you can also find us on social media, CB Outreach. It's easy to find us there. And then you can just message us and let us know, or you can reach out to me personally as well. So.
Andrew Maddox, thank you so very much. Did we forget anything that we want to make sure that people know about?
Yeah, I think just to let people know that this is a community effort. Earlier you said that it takes a village, and you're not wrong. It does. It takes a village, because all we do here was given by people. Everything you see is someone donated for us to have the shelf. Someone donated for us to buy coat hangers, and all the things you see are because community came together and made that possible. So one, we want to say thank you in a very big way to you who've helped. But don't forget that there's people who want to be a part. They just need to hear the need. They just need to know what's going on. And so the more we can be in front of people and talk about the vision of what we're doing here, the better it is. So, yeah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing this. And no matter where you are, so if you're here in Pulaski, Giles County, reach out. If you want to help, if it's on your heart to help, do that. If you're in another county, see what's there and where you can help and give a helping hand there. Again, thank you so much. Stick with us. We're coming right back.
Step into the Lionel retail store at Opry Mills, Nashville, and you'll be captivated by all the magic of the 123-year history of Lionel trains. Whether you're already a train enthusiast or just getting started, Lionel will energize your love for trains. NASCAR fan? Come check out your local Lionel station to learn all there is to know about model trains and die-cast NASCAR collectibles. Visit nashville.lionel.com.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vilas Saisuka, CEO and founder of Premier Foot and Ankle Centers of Tennessee here in Murfreesboro. We offer foot and ankle care from ingrown toenails to diabetic foot wounds. We also fix ankle fractures and things like that.
Call us today to schedule an appointment. We look forward to seeing you.
Because here at Premier Foot and Ankle, we believe that
the journey begins with happy feet.
Welcome back. Here's a look back at the community support at Judy's Hope annual fundraiser. It was a full room for the Trivia Night fundraising event. Judy's Hope is a 5-phase program helping women heal physically, mentally, and emotionally, and setting them up for future success. For more information, visit judyshope.org. As always, thanks for joining us. Have a fantastic afternoon. We'll see you back here tomorrow.